Man, I ain't even really want to talk about this, but somebody asked me this question yesterday, and it's really been just like what God been pressing on me like for the past couple weeks. But bro, we gotta forgive, bro. We really gotta forgive. Like, I'm talking about like them deep rooted issues in you, like, bro. Cause like one thing I realized in my journey of forgiveness is that when you mad at somebody about something they did, you might not really be mad at that person for what they did, but you can be mad at somebody else and how they did it, but it was just like a trigger for you, and it made you feel like that person treated you all over again, like that old person treated you all over again. And so like then you get to this spot where you in a space and it's like you can only see that person for their offenses that they may have caused you. But if they don't know if they don't know your triggers and you don't fully understand your triggers yet all the way either, like you messing around holding unforgiveness towards somebody, or you lashing out and having these like feelings about this person that might not truly be about this person. Like, as I've been looking into myself and stuff like that, like a lot of the stuff I get mad at somebody for is stuff that somebody else did. And then I'm like, oh shoot, let me apologize. Like, bro, like anybody that really like hung around me for real, I was never really the kind of person that was gonna sit there and like apologize to you. Like it won't in my DNA. But you know, as I came to God and more like dive deeper in my relationship with God, it's really been like, nah, bro, you gotta apologize for how you reacted in this situation and how you did this and how you did that. Because the same way I forgave you, you gotta forgive somebody else. Like, you gotta give people grace, like, for things they don't know. And if you are not communicating your triggers properly, or if you don't know how deep your triggers is, like, you potentially trying to hurt somebody else for something that somebody else caused you. Like, and that's not cool. Like, and I really believe that God will give you relationships with people that'll really like show your triggers, and it'll really show you like, this is the area that you need healing in. Like, this is what I need to pull up out of you so you can be the version of you that I see. But you can't be that version of you that he see if you holding this like unforgiveness. Like, unforgiveness is really like holding up a wall to everybody you meet, and you only like they only able to see you at face value. Like, and then in the same way, like, the way you move in unforgiveness, it's like washing your glasses. It's like trying to clean your glasses with oil. Like, you just smudging your vision. Like, you not really seeing a person for how they is, but you seeing an affliction. And the question really is, how would you feel if God saw you that way? If God only saw you for your dirt and all this, that, and the third, how would you really feel? So now you put yourself in that shoe, and then you ask yourself, if God forgave me, why I can't forgive them? Then you go about how you want to do that. And I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but there's literally like a whole area that you need healing. And it starts with forgiving yourself from the situation and the things that you didn't know, but also learning to understand that people have their own faults, like, as you do too. So if you hold somebody's faults and they dirts against you, like, let he that hasn't sinned cast the first stone. Like, let him with no sin cast the first stone. Like, if you know you a sinner too, why you gonna sit there and act like you ain't did nothing either? You probably did something way worse. Like, so like forgiveness, like really forgive. And when you finally forgive, you finally able to see that person, and y'all can finally have like conversations and understanding and come to a common understanding of the whole situation. Because when you hold in unforgiveness, it's both of y'all against each other and not both of y'all against the problem. Like, let's understand the problem. What really was the problem? And once we understand what the problem was, then we have room to either grow or depart from it. But, word.